as you know, I do not answer fertility questions, including the ones about my fertility. I do not listen. I'm not telling y'all nothing about nothing. I don't answer fertility questions, and I don't answer any type of questions during Midday Manifest. Welcome. How y'all doing? How are you guys doing? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Gotta get a little extra cute since I ain't got no lashes. I'm gonna be laugh. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Midday Manifest. It's your girl, Coach Misty. Hi. Listen. Latoria, don't play with me. She said, don't worry about it. I'm about to get this $99. Y'all not gonna real quick, let me do this before we get started. I love y'all because what y'all love me back. Welcome to Midday Manifest. We are going to, baby, they just gave out with these little stickers, so you can't tell me nothing. I am going to, for everybody who wanted to get a t-shirt yesterday and could not get it, baby, the website had us all in a conundrum. I did put the t-shirt on my link tree. So if you were watching yesterday and you like, Coach, oh, I can't put that up there. Hold on. Oh, it won't let me put my link tree up there, y'all. So t-shirt information is in bio. T-shirt info in bio. Wow. It won't let you put your link tree. Y'all, so t-shirt info is in bio. Okay. So if you wanted my t-shirt I had on yesterday, the first, did you see yourself on Hulu? Absolutely. I saw myself on Hulu. Now, how many episodes am I on Hulu? It only should be one episode. I'm on Hulu. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Midday Manifest. It only should be one episode. Did you see me on Nightline on Hulu? Yes, I watched myself on the wall. It was amazing. I watched myself in a projector. Y'all, I sent out emails. If you are a part of the Spiritually Ratchet crew and you get my emails, you should have received on Nightline. You said you have a business that teaches you never how to pay your bills again. Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much for that information, friend. And we are going to go ahead and block you. Get your ass off my thing. Okay. Anyway, go on somewhere. Foolishness. It's on Nightline. So the show is on. It's the current season, episode 38. Episode 38. So it's on Nightline. Yeah, so I'm on Nightline on Hulu, and my clip was featured on Good Morning America. Oh, good. I did it so sweetly. Yeah, like, hey girl, how you doing? They already getting blocked. Don't come on here to I got a way to show you how to pay your bills, and you come on here. It's okay, Coach. It's too early. I will be in Maryland this weekend. I will be in College Park, Maryland this weekend. So I hope to meet a couple of y'all, huh? Yes, I'll be in. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, that is my link tree. If you want to get your t-shirts, let me go ahead and pin this comment. Y'all, if y'all want to get the t-shirts, you can go to the link tree in my bio and get the t-shirts or whatever. So go ahead and order your t-shirts. The first 15 people to order is going to get something a little extra from your girl. All right, y'all, let's get into a Midday Manifest. Don't ask me about last night. Ain't none of your business, okay? We will talk about that tonight. I'm feeling a lot better this morning. Y'all, what we doing? The 48 laws of power. 48 laws of power, honey bun. Yesterday was crap. Let me get some water. I need a sip. I told you I was feeling good. This is my first time really sitting up. This is my first time sitting up today. And then as soon as you asked me how I was feeling, I said, oh, I'm feeling good. And I got queasy. Hold on. This is my first time getting out the bed. Hold on, y'all. One moment. All right, let's get into it. Tasha, shut up. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. I don't even know where to start. Law number 17. Oh, this go well for today. Today is law. Shut up, divine openings. This is law number 17. It says, keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. It says, keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of, this is the law for today. Baby, I don't know if y'all noticed, ever since I was in Ohio, and we've been doing the 4-day laws of power, ever since we are in Ohio, and we're doing the 4-day laws of power, this has been, you said the boy is coming. What boy? Let me say something. First of all, I'm going to say this to say that. My baby pattern has been very on point. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Well, it was, hold on, it was Ian, Aaron, Michael, Zoe, Zion. So if, and only if by God's grace and mercy, I was to be with, I ain't gonna say it. It would be a girl. Huh? Because my is boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Anyway, lesson the law number 17. It says, keep others in suspended terror. Don't congratulate me on what? Congratulate me on getting my lashes off. Congratulate me on that. Congratulate me on what? On going to Maryland this weekend? Because what do you congratulate me on? Congratulate me on what? This body wasn't meant to carry groceries or babies, but you congratulate. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Let's get into it. The judgment says, let's talk about the law. It says, humans are creatures of habits with an insatiable need to see familiarity in other people's actions. Your predictability gives them a sense of control. Turn the tables, okay? They came to play today, but don't play with me. It says, turn the tables. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out trying to explain your moves. Taken to an extreme, this strategy can intimidate and terrorize. Turn the tables. That's the lesson for today. Turn the tables. You are predictable. You are. You are. Men want to figure out, how did my wife find out I was cheating? How did my girlfriend find out I was cheating? How did such and such find out I was cheating? You know why? And men say, well, I did such a good job of hiding it. I didn't talk to the woman while I was at home. I had a different phone, and I did all these other things. When I went to go see this woman, I went to go see her. She lived in a whole nother state. How did my wife or girlfriend know that I was cheating? It's not about the things you did to hide it. It's the things that the everyday things you did to let us know that you were doing something. Huh? I'm just telling you from personal experience. If I had dealt with a person, the reason I knew, well, other than I be knowing, the reason why I knew a person was cheating because of the things that they did, it made no sense. The everyday things that they did, not the things they did in reference to cheating. But you get into brand new draws. Men don't buy most women buy brand new draws for their husbands or boyfriends. Men don't go out and buy brand new draws. So if you pop up with brand new draws, and I know you still wearing socks with a hole in them, she didn't bought you these draws, or you didn't brought them trying to impress her. They upkeep get different. They upkeep turn around. You want getting a haircut. Listen, you want getting a haircut, but once a month, and now you in the shop every week. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Absolutely. You change, you start wearing cologne to work. I remember when I was messing with somebody's husband. Again, understand, I'm not telling you this because I feel like I did something. I'm telling you this because I'm very transparent about most things. Wink, wink. Well, I look like I be stroking out when I do that. Okay, listen, let me tell you what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this about say that. Okay? I'm going to say this and say that. When I was dealing with somebody's husband, this man did not go work out. He wasn't a bad body, or he didn't have a bad body, but he wasn't going to work out. He wasn't athletic. We started off as work spouses. That was my work husband. And then there was emotional cheating at first. There wasn't physical, it was emotional cheating. He treated me because he was a husband and he did love his wife and cared about his wife. He was a good husband. Y'all gonna say, hey, Misty, how can you say this man was a good husband? He was cheating on his wife. He had good husband qualities. Because he was a good husband, he treated me well as well, because he had made one of his life goals was to be the best husband and father that he could be. He wanted to be greater than the man that raised him. So he was a good husband to whoever he had to be a husband to when put in husband situations. So making sure that I ate in the morning before we started our work day, he was a good work husband. Making sure I had my lunch while we was at work, he was a good work husband. If I looked like I wasn't feeling good, he wanted to know what was wrong. If I had got upset with a customer, he wanted to know what was wrong. That's being a good work husband. So we were able to play this game at work, right? Because from 9 to 5, 8 to 6, whatever the hours were, it was he and I, it was me and him, even during lunch. And his wife actually worked for the same company down the street at a different building. He could have went and had lunch with his wife. He could have, no, he had found a work wife in at his job. Now, what happened was when we decided to take it to the next level and stop being emotional and start being physical, he then had to make up something, because even though he was a good work husband, he had a pattern at home. He had a pattern at home. He left home the same time every day. He came home the same time every day. He and I would talk on the phone all the way till he got home. I got home first. He lived out a little further. We would talk on the way to, he would pull up in his driveway, still be on the phone with me, then he hanged up. I never expected to talk to him late at night. You have children, you have a wife, sir. So I will see you tomorrow, right? At the end of the day, I spent more waking hours with this man than his wife did, just by mathematics, just mathematical, mathematicals, just the math in it, right? When we decided to become physical, he had to come up with something. All of a sudden, he actually paid the babysitter to come early so he could start going to the gym. Now, a workout is a workout. You hear me? So he could start going to the gym. All of a sudden, this man wanted to go to the gym. He paid the babysitter early so he could go to the gym twice a week. Well, the gym wasn't the gym, honey. It wasn't LA Fitness. It was Planet Planet Misty. Okay, so he started coming over my house in the mornings before he would go to work. He would have a whole gym bag. He would bring his work clothes and everything else. He would come to my house. I ain't got to go into the particulars of what we would do. You see what I'm saying? And we would do what we do twice a week, just like clockwork. Now, if I'm his wife, I'm going to say, where you going to the gym, but I don't see no muscles. Huh? He would come bring his clothes. We would do what we do. We lay up, have a good time. I iron his work clothes. We would leave out going to work. We would leave out on our way to work. He would do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's when he paid the babysitter to come early so he could go to the gym. Huh? When he would come to the gym. So if I was his wife, I would say, what makes you want to go to the gym now? Right? And he made it so that his wife could not ask him to join him at the gym. He did this on days that she had to go into work early. So there's no way possible, unless she took a day off of work, that she could join him at the gym. They didn't want to go. Now, he could have definitely not. If he really wanted to work out, he could have said, well, let's pay the babysitter to stay later in the evening and let's go work out together. Now, I don't know if his wife had any inkling of what was going on. Once I left the job, I was done with the situation. Once I left the job, I was done with the situation. I'm the type of person where once I leave an environment, I leave everybody that's in that environment. I'm thankful for the experiences that I had, the friendships. Most 9 times out of 10, I don't talk to those people. I move on to something different, right? But I'm just saying, I'm telling y'all patterns of how this happens, okay? So it's talking about you have to be, so, he became unpredictable with the gym thing, but his wife just went with it. He wasn't a looker. He wasn't nobody. He wasn't a superstar. I don't even think his wife felt threatened. Okay, I don't even think his wife had an inkling that there was a me. This man has now. Y'all like, well, Coach, do y'all still talk to this dude? I haven't seen him in about probably almost 2 years now. I haven't seen him in 2 years. He did come when I moved over here to where I am now. He has a different job. You say you be knowing this why I won't be remarried. Listen, He has a different career now, and he did come over my house one day, and he worked with me. He literally set up shop right up here where we at in my little area. I was working for a different company. He worked for a different company. He literally came to my house and he set up shop because he can work anywhere remotely. And he came, he sat up here all day and he worked with me just to be that, did it for him, just to be in that environment, just to sit and work with me. It was boring as hell for me. I was like, so we gonna do this or not? We gonna get down to it, or we just gonna sit here and work? He did for my birthdays and Christmas and stuff. He will send me money. I'm just being honest with y'all, but I don't see him anymore. I don't see him in person anymore. I have no desire to. Anyway, if you just joined in, let's get, this is law number 17. It said keep others suspended in terror to cultivate an air of unpredictability. It says humans are creatures of habit with an insatiable need to see familiarity in people's actions. We need to see the familiar, right? It says your predictability gives them a sense of control. So when you are with somebody, and listen, even if you are not trying to cheat, even if you just want to keep your relationship spicy, you got to do something unpredictable. When a person knows your every move, they become comfortable. That's how you get cheated on. Come on, somebody. Huh? Come on. It's devil time. That's how you get cheated on. Because I know Sheila. I always use the name Sheila because Sheila feel like somebody. Sheila gets cheated on because Arthur, it'd be a Sheila and an Art. Sheila and Arthur. Art knows Sheila every move. Arthur sounds like somebody's granddaddy. A dude named Art, and his real name is Arthur. He is toxic. Art about 6'4". Art 5. Sheila ain't much of a looker. Okay, no, it'd be Sheila and Art. Art knows Sheila every move. Art know what time she go to work, what time she get home. He know when she get her hair done. He knows she hang out with her girls. He know what time she going to sleep. He know what her favorite show is. He knows everything about her. Nah, not from why did I get married? Not that. I see where you're going with that, but not that. Every move. So it's easy to cheat on Sheila. It's easy to cheat on Sheila. Because I know Sheila's going to be asleep by 10:59 p.m. She go to sleep every night at 10:59 p.m. And then Sheila does that because Sheila feels secure in her relationship. And Art said, well, I'm going to call somebody at 11:01 because I know she's going to be asleep at 10:59. And I know that I can go out and hang out with somebody else because she's out with her girls every Tuesday night. Yeah, because they go to Taco Tuesdays. Are the moderators in here? I don't know if I got too many moderators. Why? What's going on? Somebody in the comments saying what? What do you need the moderators for, Reese? I don't know if I got too many moderators in here. I don't see no need to get a moderator. What you need, baby? I don't see a need to get a moderator at this point. So that's what we're talking about, y'all. It says behaviors. Okay, it says you have to turn the tables. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency. Okay. Oh, that's fine, friend. Go ahead and add a go. Listen, behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out trying to explain your moves. Taken to an extreme, the strategy can intimidate and terrorize. Let's get into the interpretation. Listen, you can't just look for the best move when you are trying to be toxic, when you are looking to be unpredictable. Listen, you say, why not just leave a relationship if you have to do all that? Some people, listen. Some people, I'm going to say this and say that. You say, have to leave. Why would I leave my relationship with Sheila? Why should Art leave Sheila? Sheila is a constant in his life. Why? People don't want to gamble. People don't want to gamble. See, people will gamble with your heart, but they're not going to gamble with theirs. Ooh, that's deep. People will gamble with your heart. Huh? I'll gamble with your money, but I'm going to save mine. You see what I'm saying? That's why people don't leave these relationships. That's why Art will never leave a Sheila. That's why Dwayne will never leave whoever. That's why you won't never leave your man, because guess what? I will gamble with your heart, but I ain't gonna put mine on the line. Do you know how hard it is when you done got accustomed to somebody? Do you know how hard it is to get out here and start dating again? When you've been with somebody for 10, 15, 20 years? When you've been married for 12 years? You know how hard it is for people to get out here and start dating again? Huh? So why not just, I know you, I'm going to keep you. Somebody, a lot of times, listen, it's not about getting caught up. It's about getting let go. Ooh, I'm dropping gems today. It's not about getting caught up. It's about somebody getting let go. We get caught up every day. You get caught up in something every day. Okay. It's about letting go. See, the card, see, y'all can catch a man up. Y'all catch a man up in something every day, but y'all not going to let him go. You ain't going to let him go. So it ain't about getting caught up. It's about letting go. And a lot of people don't learn how to let go. The question is why do the women know? I don't give a damn. Women know when they man is cheating on them. Women, listen, let me tell you something. Even when last night, and we ain't gonna talk about last night, but we're gonna talk about last night real quick. Even in my little 5-day relationship with old boy, he done when he got his hair retwisted, baby, he got his beard done. He putting thirst traps out on the internet. He feeling himself. It was a lot of women in that restaurant last night. As I was sitting there and I was talking to him, a group of women walked out. And there was a tall woman. She was so beautiful, a tall chick. You know, she about his age range because he's younger than me. A tall woman. And she was talking to me. And when they came out, she had the weirdest look on her face. She looked at me and she looked at him. And then she just looked like her whole world was broken. And I was just sitting there. I was just sitting there watching the whole thing happen. And so he threw up the peace sign to her like this, right? He said goodbye without saying a word. He threw up the peace sign to her like this. And she looked like her whole world had fallen down. So when she walked out, I said, what's up with you and her? He tried to deflect. He told me, man, you see that dude, how he was looking at me? I feel so violated. That dude was looking at me. I said, what dude? I said, because I'm talking about the tall woman with the hair. We're not talking about the dude she was with. I said, you know what I do, right? You do know what I do, right? I said, well, are we on the same page, on the same wavelength? You do know who I am, right? I said, you're trying to deflect by talking about this man in order not for me to talk about the woman. I said, what's up with you and old girl? He's talking about, I know her from school. I said, but what was the conversation that was had? I said, did she know you worked up here? Did she know that you worked? Did she know that you worked up here before she came up here? Is this her first time seeing you? Now, here's the deal. Y'all like, well, Coach Misty, why are you asking him questions? Don't you know? I'm giving you a way to hang yourself. What's up, Dream? I'm giving you a way to hang yourself. I said, did she know that you worked up here until tonight when she came up here with her people? Or did she know you worked up here before? He told me, well, she knew I worked up here before. I said, so right. So she came to see you. She came to see you. I said, and obviously you and her had some conversations, or you might have stopped by her table. However, it's clever. I said, but when she came out and saw you sitting and talking to me and understood, that woman picked up on energy. She knew that I just want a regular customer, that I just want somebody sitting here shooting a shot with you. I said, her whole world fell down in pieces just that quick. I said, and when you gave her the peace sign, you told her goodbye without saying a word. She wanted you to validate whatever it is that you had talked about. She wanted you to validate whatever friendship or relationship or whatever she thought in her mind. She wanted validation at that moment. She wanted you to say something to her, and you said nothing, and let her know everything. I said, now she probably confused because she see my old ass sitting here and trying to figure out what's going on. I said, now understand, know that I know. And then he gets to talking about all other women that be flirting with him. And there's a woman in here right now. She gonna walk out and she gonna this, that, and the other. And this, and you know, he gets to playing victim then. But I said she knew, which led me to so I would know. And I sat back and watched the whole thing play out. Know that I know. It says, listen, when you're looking to be unpredictable, you have to listen. He doesn't just look for the best move. He looks for the move that will disturb the man he is playing. You hear me? He looks for the move that will disturb the man that he is playing. Huh? Listen, they say make your next move your best move. If you are looking to be unpredictable and you are looking to shake up something, Peggy, I don't think you, Peggy, I don't know if his dress was twisted too tight or what. I said, sir, this is what I do. I be knowing. I said, you out here. Listen, we ain't got to talk about it. Let's talk about the keys to power. Girl, he ain't even worth talking about. That was child's play. Let's talk about the keys to power. It says, nothing is more terrifying than the sudden and unpredictable. Nothing is more terrifying than the sudden and unpredictable. That's in anything in life. Nothing is more terrifying than getting fired. Y'all have a fear of getting fired. You know why? Y'all don't even like that job. But to not to know when you about to be let go is terrifying to you. Of course, death. Death, when it's sudden and unpredictable, that's terrifying, right? right? Nothing is more terrifying than suddenly unpredictable. Let me flip this around real quick. This is to all my ladies that cry wolf, and I'm gonna tell you how you cry wolf. This is all to all my females who cry wolf. When a man do something to you, stop telling this man, I'm gonna stop talking to you. Stop telling this man, I'm done with you. Because I'm gonna say this to say that. If you are not done with him, if you are not ready to put him on a block list and move on, you are a joke. And every time you do that, you give him more power to keep playing with your emotions, with your heart. Understand this. When you are truly done with somebody, you don't make an announcement. That's not a statement. You just done. You want to be terrifying? You want to be sudden, unpredictable? Just stop all communication. When you make an announcement and say, I'm done dealing with you, you might as well say, I forgive you for what you did, and I'm allowing you to do it again within the next 6 months. You're giving them a get out of jail for free card when you say, I'm done dealing with you. That is a joke. When men tell me, you know what, Misty, I'm not going to mess with you no more. I'm done with you. Are you sure about that? I laugh at them. Are you sure about that? Are you really done with me? Because there was no need for the announcement. Or I call them on their bluff. I say, well, be done with me then. Good day, good luck on your journey. A lot of times we tell people that to get a reaction out of them because we want to feel wanted. We want to feel needed. We want to feel like we matter. So I tell you I'm done with you because I want you to chase me a little bit. But understand, once you do that one time and you go back, it has no value. It has no value. Listen, that's done. You can't do that every 6 months, every 6 weeks. I'm done with you. I'm about to leave you. I'm done with you. I'm about to leave you. You know what's going to happen? The person that you are playing that game with is going to leave you because they're tired of playing with you. They're going to say, well, if you're done with me, be done with me. And matter of fact, you said you was done with me, so I found somebody else that wanted to work with me. So I said this to say that, ladies and gentlemen, if you are truly done with somebody, no need to make an announcement. Just be done. Just be done. I don't have to make an announcement. Y'all remember I used to talk about Johnny the crazy truck driver. Johnny can't call me with Jesus fingers. Johnny can't get in contact with me with the Lord's whisper. You hear me? It's nothing to talk about. I'm not going to be like, Johnny, I'm done dealing with you. No, I just don't talk to you no more. You can't talk to me no more. There's nothing else to talk about. So if you are wondering, if you are truly done with a person, if you asking God, Lord, help me get over such and such. Lord, help me be done with this situation. And you feel the need to tell them you are done with them via phone, via text, email, whatever the case may be, you are not done with them. Save your prayers for something else and go ahead and let that chapter of your life play out. Let's move on. It says animals behave yes, I was in a documentary about Ozempic. How you doing? It says animals behave in set patterns, which is why we are able to hunt and kill them. Only man has the capacity to consciously alter his behavior, to improvise and overcome the weight of routine and habit. Yet most men do not realize this power. They prefer the comforts of routine, of giving in to the animal nature that has them repeating the same compulsive action time and time again. They do this because it requires no effort and because they mistakenly believe that if they do not unsettle others, they will be left alone. You hear me? We have become creatures of habit because we are lazy. Now I'm about to get talking. Now, come on. Hey, Brenda. I miss you, friend. Now I'm going to talk to y'all about this money. You stay broke because you lazy. You in the habit of staying broke. It is easier to stay broke than it is to be ambitious. So you've gotten to the habit of staying broke. Huh? How dare you? How dare you build a business? How dare you do something unpredictable like go get a second job? My God. It says, I'm going to read it again. It says only man has the capacity to consciously alter his behavior, to improvise and overcome the weight of routine and habit. It says, yet most men do not realize this power. They prefer the comforts of routine, of giving into the animal nature that has them repeating the same compulsive actions time and time again. They do this because it requires no effort. And because they mistakenly believe that if they do not unsettle others, they will be left alone. You feel like if you don't ruffle feathers, then you're safe. Y'all want to stay in the safety zone. Who want y'all be staying in the safe zone? Listen, I don't complain about not having a certain amount of money because I now know that the reason I don't have the money I want is because I didn't do the things I needed to do to get them. Somebody. Huh? Understand that. So I'm probably gonna cut all of this, probably cutting off. I'll be coaching y'all out of the readings. I'll be coaching y'all. Some of y'all hoes need to call and ask different questions. Don't call me and say, Coach Misty, when is my finances gonna turn around? You should say, Coach Misty, let me run some ideas by you real quick. Coach Misty, help me come up with some ways to get some more money. When is my finances going to turn around? Your finances could have been turned around when you decided to stop being lazy in your thinking. Everybody take a sip. You know what I'm saying? When you decide to do something different, huh? You have become a creature of habit. You are a creature of habit when it comes. Where's my little hype button on? Let me give myself some hype. Hold on. I have to do it. I ain't did it in a long time. You have become a creature of habit. You've become a creature of habit. You've become a product of your environment. If you hang around people who are more interested in getting welfare benefits than enjoying the benefits of doing for themselves, you are going to be a creature. That's what you're going to be. That's what you're going to be. Huh? If you spend your time around women with no good men, you're going to become a woman with a no good man because you don't have nobody to show you different. Huh? You're a creature of habit. You don't want to ruffle no feathers. Huh? You don't want to ruffle feathers. You just say, if I stay in this little place, if I stay in this little small box, nobody will bother me. I ain't bothering nobody. Ain't nobody bothering me. Ain't that what y'all say? I ain't bothering nobody. You are scared to shake up a room. Hell, you scared to shake some salt. You scared to jiggle the table. I'm knocking tables over. I no longer complain about the money I don't have because I know I didn't do the things that I needed to do to get it. You hear me? So when you all call me with questions, when you come on here and Lord, I'm probably sinking myself. I'm probably sinking the ship for myself. You all need to say, Coach Misty, I got a couple business ideas. Let's talk about them. I don't understand how in the Sam's hell I didn't have more people doing business readings. I didn't say you had to build an empire, but don't call me talking about, I don't know what I'm about to do. I'm about to get evicted. I know you got money problems. You about to get evicted, but you bought a reading. What? I know you got money problems. Your money ain't in the right, your mind ain't in the right space. You about to get evicted and you spending money on readings? Huh? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Huh? Ain't nothing I can tell you until you don't change your headspace. Let's get back into this book. It says, it says, understand, a person of power instills a kind of fear by deliberately unsettling those around him to keep the initiative on his side. I'm going to say it again. A person of power instills a kind of fear by deliberately unsettling those around him to keep the initiative on his side. You sometimes need to strike without warning to make others tremble when they least expect it. It is a device that the powerful has used for centuries, huh? We have to strike without warning, huh? You got to strike without warning. I tell my people, y'all know Hoology coming up in April, right? Hoology coming April. You know what? I'm going to go and set the class up today. I'm going to go and set the class up online. Hoology coming in April. And it just ain't about how to be toxic. This is how to be toxic in and out of relationships. You got to strike when unexpected. Let me tell you something. I like to keep people on their toes. I like when I'm dating somebody, I like to keep a man on their toes. And it be fun stuff. Honey, I strike when unexpected. Not with a frying pan, not none of that Medea stuff. I like to keep people on their toes. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the website today. Y'all can go ahead and sign up for Hoology because I'm only taking a small group of people. Listen, listen, let me tell you something. You wanna, it could be, I ain't saying go buy your man a new car. What is Hoology? Baby, everything and then some. Okay, it's the art of being toxic when it comes to relationships, good, bad, and ugly. That's what hoology is. Okay, listen, I'm talking about, I'm the type that'll be at your mama house and tell you, I need to see you. I used to do that all the time. My ex-husband, I need to talk to you real quick. People are like, oh, what happened? I need to talk to you. You know how many times we didn't, did a little rat-tat-tat-tat at his mama house and the whole family was out there? Huh? You know how many times that didn't happen? I need to speak to you. It was to the point where he would be like, do you need to talk to me? Do you need to talk to me? We'd be at a family function. Listen, do you need to talk to me? Yeah, I would do that. I need to talk to you. Because this is crazy. I'm talking about this is crazy. We need to speak right now. I'm talking about I'd be mad, baby. His sisters will eat it up. Because they talking about, I told you not to be with her no way. Nobody like her no way. And I hope my brother go in there and dog her out. Yeah, your brother gonna dog me, all right. Not in the way you think. Your brother go, I need to talk to you. Now. House full of folks. Now. You hear me? Huh? Happy as hell. Happy as hell. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah. I'm the queen of that. Huh? I am the queen. I need to talk to you now. I'm the queen of that. So listen, when I'm telling y'all stuff, it ain't just about to be toxic, anything all bad. You have to listen. Listen, you said I'm on lunch. I should have sat in the car. Friend, I'm sorry. Listen, it says, look. It says you have to strike without warning to make others tremble when they least expect it. You can do that in a good way. You can do that in a good way. Now, I'm going to say this to say that if you do not have a relationship, don't just go showing up on this man's job. What are we going to learn in hoology? Everything. Whatever it is you need to learn, friend. Huh? Some of y'all don't know how to date. We're going to learn how to date like white women. Some of y'all don't know the thing of dating. Okay. No, not a whole lot of stuff. What I do is let me pause real quick and let me talk about hoology because I done brought it up. So let me say what I said. Every group is different. If you come to any of my classes, every group is different. Every group of people I teach need to learn something different. So I take a consensus. I say, what is it that you need to learn? What is it that we need to work on? And you all say, well, hey, I need to do, like white women. We don't know how to date. Women of color don't know how to date. We're too possessive. Women of color don't know how to date. No, we're too possessive. We're too territorial. We don't know what dating is. Dating is not, let me say this to say that, and I'm going to get back. I don't want to get too far off into it. Dating is an action verb. Dating is something you do. It's not a relationship status. We don't know how to date. You might have been my boyfriend in second grade, and my homegirl, we 42 years old now, and my homegirl, you say we don't teach them how to treat us. Hell, we don't know how to treat us. It ain't even about teaching them how to treat us. We don't know how to treat us. Okay? You go into dating somebody trying to be their mama. You go into dating somebody being a caretaker. You don't know how to be a girlfriend. You become a caretaker. You don't know how to date multiple people. Huh? You don't know how to date multiple people at one time. Huh? You give wife energy you give wife energy and you don't even have a girlfriend title. You give girlfriend title and you ain't nothing but a Facebook friend. You hear me? You ain't nothing but a Facebook friend. So with that being said, I teach according to what the class needs to know. Sometimes I have a lot of professional women who need to learn how to date, and I teach them how to date. Sometimes we learn how to maneuver online dating. Y'all don't know how to move. I teach y'all how to figure out who is a scam artist on online dating. How to spot. I'll teach you how to do anything, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Now, if you just started watching me, you haven't really seen me with nobody, but I got receipts. People who've been watching me know, even on live, I have receipts. I'm that chick that you see me out with a man and you be like, how she get him? I've been doing that all my life. They be like, how she get him? And auntie don't pay for nothing. Auntie ain't paying for nobody's time. Auntie ain't sitting up here. I'm not one of these girls. Let's get this straight. Let's get this together before we move on. I'm not Monique, and I don't date a Derek. You hear me? I'm not Monique. I'm gonna say that to say that, and I don't date no Dereks. Okay? So I'm that girl that you be like, how did she pull him? How did she pull that? I'm her. Okay? And they will come online and profess their love for me. Some of y'all been dating somebody for 2 years and can't even put his hand in one of your pictures. Some of y'all been dating somebody for 2 years and he won't even pick you up from work. And I get them on here, they will sing their love for me on the live. They will come and profess their love for me on live. They want to go live with me. They got 3 baby mamas and an ex-wife, and they want to be in my live, talk about how they love me. That's what hoology is. Now let's get back to it. Woo! Moving on. It says, do not presume to know what he wants. So here's the deal. You can't presume to know what a person wants. Do not try to guess what will please him. Never inject your will just to surrender to his will. Then wait to see what happens. Amidst the confusion and uncertainty he created, the Duke rules supreme, unchallenged and at peace. So here's the deal. Sometimes, let me say this, sometimes creating an air of unpredictability is also about being submissive. So let me listen. It's also about an air of being submissive. Okay? Listen. Everything is not about, I got to be unpredictable. I got to be ahead of the game. Some of y'all need to be submitted. Y'all will change the game in your household. You would change the game in your household if you were just submissive, only if you had somebody to be submissive to. You see what I'm saying? You will change the game in your household. Some of y'all got that's a good man, Savannah. Some of y'all got good men. But you were raised by independent women. Let me take that back. You were raised without a man in the household. So you had to learn from an independent woman. Some of y'all looked up and got a man who wants to take care of you. But because you was raised by a woman who did not, you were raised amongst women who had no men in the household for whatever reason, your story, the way you think is a little different. Some of y'all are having issues because you don't know how to be submissive. So understand, it says this, do not presume to know what he wants. Do not try to guess what will please him. Never inject your will. Just surrender to his will. I dare you. I dare you. Just try it for one night. I dare you to go home. If you have a man that is a leader, if you have a man who loves you, who loves his children, some of y'all brought children to the relationship. If you know you got a good man at home, just try for one night. Don't try to guess what he wants. Don't try to presume you know what he wants. Never inject your will. Just surrender to his will. It'll change your life. Some of y'all need to go in and just throw your hands up. Throw the white towel in and say, you got it. Huh? And say, you got it. Just surrender to his will. And then it said, then wait to see what happens. Then wait to see what happens. This is only if you know you got a good man at home. Now, we ain't talking about Ray that ain't got no job that play the game, because that ain't nothing to submit to. You need to be submitting a new application for another man to get him out your house. I'm talking about a good man. I'm talking about a godly man. I'm talking about a man's man. Just submit. You can be whoever you want to be out in these streets. You can be the boss bee. You can be the queen bee. You can be whatever it is that you want to be outside. But when you were in that home, you need to learn how to be that man's wife. Huh? That man's wife. You hear me? It said the husband, well, God is the head of the household. It said the husband should be the head of the household. Some of y'all, the husband should be the head of the household. You see what I'm saying? You don't know how to let that husband be the head of the household. That's if you got somebody that's qualified. I'm just only talking about the people that's qualified. Some of y'all with me and it ain't qualified to be the head of nothing. They can't be the head of the school, but they ain't qualified to be the head of nothing. And you need to let them go. I'm talking about you got a man that wants to be the head of his household. Let him be the head of that household. I need you to step back and see what a change your life will take. Huh? The stress that you won't have on your back every day. That man wants to carry. He wants to put everything. Listen, you said it'd be knowing again. You said it'd be knowing because I can't submit for nothing. You say been there, done that, had to listen. If you have a man and you can't that you have a man that deserves submission. Come on, somebody. If you have a man that deserves submission and you know that you are not the woman who can submit, you need to let him go. You need to let him go. You're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing him a disservice. There are beta men. Come on, listen. There are beta men who are good men. Okay, we get into something else now. There are beta men who are good men. There are beta men who would rather you take the lead, but they are still going to support the house. I didn't say no good man. See, there's a difference between a beta man, because a beta man can have a career and good credit and everything, but he doesn't exhibit those leadership qualities, and he wants an alpha female. There are professional men out here that want an alpha female because they just know they not gonna do that. Right? An alpha female and an alpha male cannot be together. It doesn't work like that. Now you can't coexist in the same house like that. Right? You can be an alpha female in the streets, but you need to be a beta female at home. So I'm gonna say this to say that if you are dealing with a man that deserves submission, okay, listen, the man that deserves submission, and you know in your heart that you can't do that, you need to let him go. You need to let him go, and you need to find a man that's willing to let you run things at home. A beta male that's willing, that's not a burden to you and letting you run these things. Both of you all will be unhappy for the rest of your days. You'll be doing both of y'all a favor. Let's get back into this book. It says, listen. In the matter if you're dealing with enemies. If you're dealing with enemies, let's talk about this. It said, if you find yourself outnumbered or cornered, throw in a series of unpredictable moves. Your enemies will be so confused that they will pull back and make a tactical blunder. This is for my people at work. You said, I hear you in all seriousness, but it's a real struggle. Again, I just said what I said. If you know in your heart of hearts that you cannot submit, y'all see, how many, what? Okay, we're going to finish this up. We might go a little bit over an hour. Let me say this to say that. Let me say that to say that. Let me say this to say this real quick. Let me just say this. We have to be real with ourselves. We have to be real about who it is that we are and what we are looking for. Huh? Before we get into these predicaments, I had a 5-day relationship. Y'all laughed at that. Yeah, oh, Coach Misty, I want a 5-day relationship. I need to try that out. I told this man I need a 5-day relationship. You know why? Because I know that A, he ain't my husband. B, I just enjoy spending time with him. C, I'm going out of town this weekend. Okay? I wanted to feel as if I was someone's girlfriend for 5 days. He didn't even make it to the 5th day. The 5th day was going to be Thursday. I've been knowing him I met him about a month ago. But I wanted to feel as if I was somebody's girlfriend. I wanted the girlfriend experience for 5 days. Now, y'all laughed and y'all, oh, Coach Misty, you is hilarious. I'm dead serious. At this point right now, first of all, he could never be nothing I wanted him to be. I told him, I said, in order for me to deal with you, I'd have to pretty woman you, and I ain't Richard Gere and you ain't Julia Roberts. I am not going to pour into you because it would take too much effort. Huh? It would take too much effort to pour in you. So I just want to have fun with you. I want a 5-day experience. He said, and what's going to happen after Thursday? I said, nothing. He said, well, I know you're going out of town, but when you come back, what about Monday? Nothing. I'm done with this. Hopefully, I'll meet somebody out of town I connect with. Thank God that I have the resources and finances to move around like I want to. Right? I'm going to Houston the next weekend after that. I know my husband is in Houston, but in the meantime, between time, you want to be my boyfriend for 5 days? Okay? That's it. That's all. You see what I'm saying? I know who I am. I know that my attention span is short. Okay? You got your keys. Thank you. Thank you so much for the confirmation, friend. So why would I play with I'm not going to play with nobody. Yes, I used to do the 72-hour relationship. Thank you, Linda. Linda, you know I'm coming your way. Linda, you got to call me or text me. I used to do the 72-hour relationships. You hear what I'm saying? So what? I'm real with myself. I don't lose no sleep about nothing. You know why? Because I know I'm an alpha female. I don't need a beta male. I know I'm an alpha female, but I know how to be a beta female in the house. I know how to let a man lead. I haven't met a man yet. Not saying he exists. It's a couple of them out there. I haven't met a man to date that I'm willing to let lead me. You could lead me nowhere but off a damn cliff. Okay? Could lead me nowhere off a damn cliff. So I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. I found somebody I wanted to have fun with. I had fun. I wanted the girlfriend experience. We did all of that. He invited me up to his job. He came and checked on me when I was at his job, and we had a good time. And that's just that. He came and he spent the night, and we cuddled up, and we ate breakfast before he left to go take his kids to football practice. And he, told me where he was during the day, and that was that. But I'm real with myself. Right? Somebody said, Coach, what you gonna do if you really end up liking this dude? I've already put it in my mind. I know that's not what he is. So because I've already made a pimp decision before I started in this little experiment, it ain't never gonna go that route. Huh? They tell me, well, you might be blocking your blessing. My God ain't gonna block me like that. My God ain't gonna block me like that. So we ain't gonna do it. I'm a realist. Some of y'all need to become realists too. Some of y'all are in marriages and relationships, and doggone well that ain't the person for you, but you don't want to feel like you wasted your time. That's the person. People are like, well, I don't want to waste my time. I done put all this time into this. You wasting more time. You wasting time talking about not wasting time. Chalk up the time that you wasted and go ahead and get on about your business. Okay? Let's finish this up. It says, listen. When you are trying to be petty, not petty or toxic or whatever with this, it says you need to always mystify, mislead, and surprise the enemy if possible. You always mystify, mislead, and surprise the enemy if possible. It says such tactics will win every time, and a small army may thus destroy a large one. I always tell people about the time I knew my husband was cheating, and I had found the stuff in his pocket. And I got up and I put the stuff from his pocket because I did the laundry right on the kitchen table on a Saturday morning. And I got up and I made breakfast. I knew he was cheating because he was coming in later and later and later. I'm not a fool. You used to come in like clockwork every doggone. Hey, friend, you can watch it again on YouTube. You used to come in every day like clockwork. And now all of a sudden you're coming in later and later and later. So when I did the laundry and I find the items in his pocket that proved he was with somebody else, I set him in the middle of the table. But I didn't act a fool. I didn't go in there and try to fight him. I didn't holler. I didn't scream. I still got up in the morning and made breakfast for my family. I set it in the middle of the table. It says always mystify, mislead, and surprise the enemy if possible. I set it in the middle of the table. I put the plates on the table as I normally would for our children. You know why? I'm not about to play with you, sir. Because at that point, I already knew what was going on, and I found the stuff in his pocket. I had already made up my mind that this thing was over. So there was no need to act a fool, because if I put my emotions into it, that means I'm still connected. When he woke up that morning and came in there, and I guess now he remembered, oh, hell, it was stuff in my pocket, and I know she washes the clothes. It was already laid out, sir. You ain't got to go run. You're not going to mess up my laundry room. It's right there for you. As I was sitting there scrambling the eggs and getting the meat, the sausage, and bacon together for my family, including him too, I just went on and laid it out. This is how this is going to work until you go ahead and find somewhere else to stay. You're going to continue to pay your portions of the bills in this house. Whatever else you do with your money is your business. You will not have my children around this person. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Without even acting up, there was no fools to be acted that day. I said what I said because I was already done. So this is how we're going to move forward. Oh, I'm never going to do it again. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Yeah, I was calm. It wasn't even about petty. I was done. See, that's not being petty. See, my petty is scary. My petty, I go to the extremes of my petty. But that was being done. It says always mystify, mislead, surprise enemy if possible. And that was just that. He told me everything I needed to know. No need to look through no phones. No need to do any of that. He told me everything that I needed to know. Things that I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask nothing. I didn't care at that moment. I didn't care. And I still made him breakfast. And I still did whatever I was supposed to do in that household for him until he left. You know what I'm saying? Still did it. You're not gonna take me out my hookup. Huh? I wish y'all the best. I'll dance at your wedding. Okay? Listen, it says people are always trying to read the motives behind your actions and to use your predictability against you. Okay? Thrown in a completely inexplicable move and you put them on the defensive because they do not understand you. They are unnerved and in such a state you can easily intimidate them. So for the women who you have somebody cheating on you, listen, you're right. No reaction is the best reaction. Listen, for the women who have somebody cheating on you, huh? Stop acting a fool. Stop. When you leave, let's just call it how we call it. If you got somebody cheating on you and you know you're not ready to leave them alone yet, stop acting a fool. Stop acting a fool. The reason why it's so easy to cheat on you is because they know your every move. They can time your move. It's so funny. I find it men and women who cheat want to always call and ask the other spouse what they doing. They always want to call and ask the other spouse what you about to do, what you got going on today. They want to accuse the other spouse of doing something. That's because a guilty mind needs no accuser. You hear what I'm saying? So if you know that you are being cheated on, you need to throw in an unexplainable move. You need to throw in an unexplainable move, and that's going to take them off their game. This is if you are not ready to leave. Listen. If you are not ready to leave, throw in an unexplainable move. You see what I'm saying? Something that just is out the blue. If you are not ready to leave, if you are ready to leave, then you get your escape strategy and you let that man cheat in peace, or you let that woman cheat. And you get not escape strategy, your exit plan. You create your exit plan and you let them people cheat in peace. Huh? Stop going through phones. Stop trying to prove stuff. Go on and get you your escape plan, your exit strategy, and let that person cheat in peace. But if you know you are not ready to move and all of that hooping and hollering ain't got you nowhere, just do something out of the ordinary. Book a trip somewhere by yourself out of the ordinary and have them messed up for the rest of the week. Say like, hey, you know what? I'm about to go ahead and fly to Phoenix. With who? Oh, by myself. What you mean fly to Phoenix by yourself? Not say I know. See, staying out all night with no words and get your head cracked. We're not going to do that. Staying all night without nothing to say, that can invoke violence. Saying that I'm about to fly out to Phoenix, my flight leave tomorrow, that's something a little different. See, here's the deal. You got to be one. You got to listen. Your moves has to be bigger and better. We just talked about that. Where did it say that? Where did it say that? It says you don't look for the best move. You look for the move that will disturb the man who you are playing with. So if he stay out all night and then you stay out all night, you know that's just tit for tat. That's tit for tat. Okay, I stayed out all night. Now you gonna stay out all night. That's a game. You stay out all night. I fly to Phoenix. That's a little different. That's a little different. Huh? That's a little see, that's my type of hype. That's my type of petty. I'm saying if you're not ready to leave, if you know somebody's cheating on you and you're ready to leave, then right. That's what I'm saying. That's my type of hype. Go buy you a ticket. Go buy you a one-way ticket on Spirit for the cheapest destination you can. And be like, hey, I'm flying out. You can go stay at somebody else's house for the weekend. Go buy a one-way ticket and be like, hey, I'm flying out. Send them a picture of the itinerary. This is my confirmation number. I'll see you. I'll be back on Monday. Who you going? Where you going? Who you going with? Oh, I'm just going. Going to meet some friends. What friends? Oh, people you don't know. This is the type of stuff we learn in hoology. This is if you are really in a relationship and you're not ready to leave yet. Do not do this if you're dealing with Lil Ray Ray. If Lil Ray Ray, don't listen. If Lil Ray Ray got 3 felonies, if you're dealing with Lil Ray Ray with 3 felonies and his best friend is a PS5, you do not need to go to these type of measures. He's not worth it. Okay, he's not worth it. But if you're dealing with Big Ray who own a couple properties, Big Ray who got a little coin, You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with Big Ray. You're not ready to leave because you need Big Ray to finish paying off your Range Rover. Listen, this is a different level. You're dealing with Big Ray. Big Ray who got some coin about himself, and you just ain't ready to let that coin or that go. Girl, there ain't anybody talking about Bruce. Don't let Bruce come in here flirting with y'all. Go on with that bullshit. It's too early, coach. It's too early. It's too early. Listen. Friend said, do you feel there's a chance it's so hard to leave when you have a kid together? Do not stay for a child. Staying together because you have a child together makes it even worse. Your child will know. Your child will grow to resent y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, because if you stay with somebody just because you all have a child, neither one of you are going to be the best parent you can be because you don't like each other. You can co-parent. Listen, you can co-parent separately. Okay? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let the child be the reason why you stay. Please don't. All right, y'all. It says this. It says, listen. Again, it says throw in a move that they would put them totally on the defensive because they do not understand you. They are unnerved and in such a state they cannot intimidate you easily. Okay, that you can easily intimidate them. That's how I want to say. It says Pablo Picasso once remarked, the best calculation is the absence of calculation. Baby, I'm gonna say this again for the people in the back because I don't think. Let me take a sip. Everybody, let's take a sip. Did everybody take a sip? Amazing. It says the best calculation is the absence of calculation. Once you have obtained a certain level of recognition, others genuinely figure that when you do something, it's for an intelligent reason. So it's really foolish to plot out your movements too carefully in advance. You're better off just acting on will. Listen, the best calculation is the absence of calculation. Let me tell you something I used to tell people. The best game is having no game at all. Now, I have been accused of running game a time or two in my day. Can you believe that? Coach Misty D. Scott of Cleveland, Ohio, 216 Finest, have been accused of running game a time or two in my day. Me. Can y'all believe that? Not little me running a little game. Okay, that was a joke. Rock 712. That was a damn joke. She talking about yes in capital letters. Me accused of running a little game. And I tell people the best game is no game at all. You hear me? I don't come into it with game. I come into it with knowledge. Huh? I come into it with knowledge. I come into it with the understanding of my environment. But I have no game. I have no game. You know why? You know why I have no game? Because I am the game. Oh my God. Oh, damn, my button wasn't on. It would have been perfect timing. Let's rewind that back. You know why I have no game? Because I am the game. I am the game. What I need game for? I am the game. You hear me? I am the game. And by the time they recognize that they have been in the midst of a game, by the time they recognize they have been in the midst of the game, baby, the game is over. Okay? The game is over. By the time you realize the game, that you was in the midst of a whole game, you was player 2, the game is over. Girl, I am the game. Come on, she got game, y'all. Shut up, Bruce. You just want somebody to follow your ass. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about let's finish this up. It says scrambling your patterns on a day-to-day basis will cause a stir around you and stimulate interest. Okay? Scrambling your patterns on a day-to-day basis will cause a stir around you and stimulate interest. People will talk about you, ascribe motives and explanations that have nothing to do with the truth, but that keep you constantly in their minds. In the end, the more suspicious you appear, the more respect you will garner. Only the terminally subordinate act in a predictable manner. So what it said is you got to keep people on their toes. whether you at work or anything like that. If you lead a team at work, do something fun to keep your people on their toes. People will want to come to work just to know, well, I'm feeling a little better, friend, just to know what's going to happen next. It says the enlightened, this goes into say what I'm going to say next. It says the enlightened ruler is so mysterious that he seems to dwell nowhere, so inexplicable that no one can seek him. He reposes in non-action above, and ministers tremble below. Baby, listen, I am everywhere and nowhere at the same time, okay? I am everywhere and nowhere at the same time. The things that I do now have no rhyme or reason. I just do it. I just do it. I keep people on their toes all the time. Y'all don't know. Listen, how do you get the book? So listen, this is the 4-Day Laws of Power. You can go to the link in my bio and click on my Amazon influencer list, and you can buy the books that we're going to do for Midday Manifest. But understand that I read certain portions of it I read certain portions to you, but I coach Misty this thing. So a lot of the things that I said today are not in the book. That's from the book of Misty. Coming to y'all soon. That's from the book of Misty, honey. Okay, this book ain't never been that damn good. Let's talk about reversal of the law, manifest, and get on about our business. Okay, it says sometimes predictability can work in your favor by creating a pattern for people to become familiar and comfortable with. You can lull them to sleep. Rockabye, baby. Listen. By creating a pattern for people to be familiar and comfortable with, you can lull them to sleep. They have prepared everything according to their preconceived notions about you. You can use this in several ways. First, welcome to Ratchet Bible Study. First, it sets up a smoke screen, okay, a comfortable front behind which you can carry on deceptive action. So here's the deal. If you are trying to be deceitful, you want to let the person think they know everything about you, i.e., let's flip the switch. You get a man, this is to all the women that be like, when I be like, girl, your man cheated. Friend says she's a coach, a mechanic, a pastor, a lawyer, and a book writer. I hate y'all. Listen, this is for the people that be like, I know my man not cheating on me. How could he cheat on me? I know everywhere that he be. I remember I had a lady call me like that. I know every move he make. I get his location. Every city he go to. Ain't no way he cheating on me. Understand this. I can tell you, I can turn on my location. Friend said, and he cheating, and he is. I can turn on my location. I will give a man my location in a heartbeat. Just because I'm at home don't mean I'm alone. I will give you my location in a heartbeat. I'll give you my location on my iPhone. You know why? Because I got 2 phones. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all, can we get these likes up to at least 20,000 likes? It costs nothing to be kind. Tap the damn screen. Listen, I can give my location to you that shows I'm at home. I have 2 phones. I got more than 2 phones. That's y'all hoes just got 2 numbers. I got 2 phones that you know about. I can give you the location to my iPhone and leave the iPhone at home and take the other one with me. You see what I'm saying? This is the thing. I can make it to where you know everything about me, but yet know nothing at all. Because you only know what I give you. You only know what I give you. And a lot of y'all women are suffering from that because men are giving you everything they want you to know. You see what I'm saying? Everything they want you to know. And then y'all be like, ain't no way he cheating on me because I know his every move. I know his everything. I know his every this, that, and the other. And baby, he'll have a whole nother family. But you know everything, right? Right. Okay. Listen, it says, look. It says first, when you listen, it says it sets up a smoke screen, a comfortable front behind which you can carry on deceptive actions. Second, it allows you on rare occasions to do something completely against the pattern, unsettling your opponent so deeply he will fall to the ground without even being pushed. Listen, I hope y'all learned something today. I want y'all to know that everything you see is not the truth. Everything you see is not, listen, and most of you see is a lie. Most of what you see is a lie. You hear me? When a person is giving you everything they have, they hiding a lot of stuff that you just don't know about. I always tell people this: if you meet somebody and they tell you everything about their past and nothing about their future, is because they plan is to get over on you, huh? They present. Listen, everything you see is not the truth. And most of what you hear is a lie. You hear me? Yeah. Stop, listen. Look for patterns. Look for patterns. Do not become comfortable in anything, not in none of your surroundings. Stop becoming too comfortable. Stop letting, I ain't saying don't let somebody love, don't feel, don't love, don't live. What I'm saying is look for patterns. Look for patterns, right? If I'm dealing with somebody and they don't do anything outside of if they always going A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E every day, A, B, C, D, E, you're number one, you're crazy. Number two, you hiding something. You hear me? Oh, we got the likes. I just wanted to get up to 20,000 likes. I felt like I did something. If you enjoyed this midday manifest, I'm gonna try something different because y'all be playing with me. Hold on. Because I always say I'm not that girl. I don't do that. But I'm gonna say this to say that. I'm gonna say this to say that because if you enjoyed midday manifest and you would like to give your girl $1 tip or whatever the case may be, we're gonna start taking offering on you hoes. That's my cash app. That's my cash app. We're gonna pass a collection plate. That's the cash app. You can tip $1. I don't care what you do. That's the thing. Yeah, no, because y'all be giving y'all free game around here all day, every day. Y'all, if y'all watching this, y'all already know what the thing is. Y'all, I be giving y'all free game all day, every day. Yeah, collection plate is moving around. Love offering time. People start dropping off. They're like, love offering, let me go. That the collection plate. Period. I'm feeling a little better, friend. The ushers are coming down the aisles. Listen, while people laughing and joking, now tomorrow you have to join me tomorrow for Midday Manifest, y'all. Tomorrow is Law 18. It says, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Huh? Listen. It says, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. That's the law tomorrow. A lot of y'all need to be here for this. Isolation is dangerous. A lot of people will be like, oh, I'm gonna create my peace because I don't deal with nobody. That's not how you create peace. That's not what peace look like. Peace can be in the midst of chaos. You can be in the midst of chaos and still have peace. I love y'all. Listen, y'all, we gonna manifest. That was a good one. Predictability is dangerous. You hear me? So hopefully that touched the company. Yes, that's the tip. Y'all can send the tip. The collection plate is being passed around for everybody that's laughing, talking about the blood of Christ, the communion. We are opening up a church. We are starting a church. Not opening up. That's not like I'm opening up a boutique. We are starting a church. It is. Now, I told y'all a lot of things, and I don't blink when I say it. As you notice, I'm not laughing. This is not a joke. We are starting church. Yes. We are starting a church. Yep. Life and New Beginnings Community Church. Huh? Our God is your God. Absolutely. Our God is your God. So we are starting a church. Honey, we are going to, one thing about it is I want to create heaven on earth. Listen, I want to create heaven on earth. You hear me? And we need to learn from other books. I love the Bible, but there's things that have been pushed. I ain't gonna get into my little tangent because I got an appointment in about 20 minutes. Somebody gotta read it. But there's been a lot of things that I've grown up in Black churches. It's a lot of stories in the Bible of victory that we haven't been to. I'm tired of hearing about David and Goliath. What else you got? There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of powerful women in the Bible that just are not spoken of because all we hear about is Jesus and the disciples. There's a lot of books other than the Bible that you did? Thank you, Brenda. There's a lot of books in the Bible. There's a lot of books other than the Bible that we as people just in general need to read because we are behind the times. The one is the 48 Laws of Power. I had a lady say on my Facebook, she said, oh, I see they didn't got you with the book too. This book was written by a white man. It's been used by men of all color. Thank you, friend. Listen, it's been used by men. It's been used by men of all colors, and women need to catch up. You hear me? Women need to catch up. So I am going to the things in Ivy League colleges for decades, and we just now finding out about it. We just now being hip to it. You hear me? In order to get where others have gone, we have to think like they think. You hear me? Friends said it's been used by governments and kings. Absolutely. In order to get where they are, where they have gone, we have to think like they think. So at the church, listen, at Life and New Beginnings Community Church, LNB double C. I sound like a LNB double C. At Life and New Beginnings Community Church, we are going to explore a lot of things. And when they say our God, my God is our God is your God, that means this. That church is open to all denominations of people. You see what I'm saying? All denominations of people. All denominations of people. Right? You can be Hindu and still come in. You could be Jewish and still come to this, right? Because we're teaching more than just from one particular. We say, oh no, you Jewish, you learn from this and we learn from that, or you're Muslim, you learn from the Quran and we learn from the Bible. No, we learn it from other things, and we're going to learn from each other as well. We're going to learn from each other as well. Now we're going to get off of here, y'all. Listen, I'm going to say this to say that. I used to ask my grandmother, I would say this, what would you do before she passed away? I said, what would you do if you woke up and found out that the Hindu was right and you was wrong? What would you do? What would you do, Granny? Huh? Oh, yes. Friends say we have to reprogram ourselves from what we've been taught from our overseers. Hey, let me tell you something. Reprogramming yourself involves acquiring new knowledge. I could sit up here and talk all day about what happened in slavery. See, that's the problem. We spend so much time on the last day of Black History, Coach Misty, not too much. Not too much, Coach Misty. It's the last day of Black History. We spend so much time dwelling on the past and how the past has put us in a bind that we do not focus on the future. Huh? This is my last year celebrating Black History Month. Am I going to lose some followers? Let me tell you why before you unsubscribe. And if you do, that's cool too. Listen, this is my last year celebrating Black History Month because Black excellence is 365. I am not going to take the shortest month of the year to be like, oh, it's Black History. I want to feel proud being an African American. No. Black excellence is 365. It's 24/7. So I know I'm not acknowledging Black history enough no more. February is February. If I want to learn about Rosa Parks, I can learn about Rosa Parks on March 2nd. If I want to learn the teachings of Malcolm X, I can learn the teachings of Malcolm X July 5th. Huh? I'm not going to allow a government to define how I should feel about being a Black woman, when I should celebrate being a Black woman. So no, there is no Black History Month. Ain't. You hear me? Other people should do it too. Ain't no St. Patty's Day. Okay? Ain't no doggone, none of that. So, like, I'm going to say this to say that. We're going to stop focusing on, yes, I can sit up here and talk about how we've been programmed and why we put our children out. That's the problem. We have so many scholars and so many people with so much knowledge that talk about the same thing over and over again. We know slavery set us behind. Now, what are you going to do about it? We know slavery. We know slavery was a system built not to help us thrive. We get it. What are we going to do about it? I'm talking about action. I'm talking about plans from today and forward. You're not going to come to the Life of Life and New Beginnings Community Church. We're not going to spend a month talking about how slavery set us back. That is a known fact. Understand this. You are not affected by slavery. Oh, now I'm Kanye. You are not affected by slavery. You are affected by what happened because of slavery. Yeah. You are affected by, listen, you didn't pick cottons in the field. You didn't. You was raised in a household with no daddy. Huh? You wasn't affected by slavery. You was affected by welfare. Let's talk about that. You were affected by welfare. The things that are happening to you are a direct effect from the crack. From if you 42, you my age, from the crack epidemic. Huh? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the laws that put I'm going to say this, not the laws that put Black men in jail, because Black men put Black men in jail, But the laws that gave out the sentences, the sentencing laws, why black men stayed in jail longer than any other race. That's what I want to talk about. Because black men put black men in jail. White men put white men in jail. You hear me? The government didn't put you in the jail, but the government might have put the jail on top of you. You hear what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. Why federal sentencing are a problem when it comes to even black females versus something that a white person does. Okay? Let's talk about that. But I'm not going to talk about slavery. Slavery doesn't affect me. The only thing that probably affected me growing up when it came to slavery was the teachings of the church. How the teachings of the overseer became the teachings of the pastor, and the pastors listen, right? There might be numerous innocent black men in jail. There might be. It's numerous white men in jail. It's numerous innocent Hispanic. It's just innocent people in jail. I'm talking about if Pookie and Mark get caught with the same amount of drugs, how is Pookie getting 20 years and Mark got 3? That's what I'm talking about. There are many innocent people in jail, periods, whatever color they are. Color should not come as I'm about to get into it, we're about to manifest, but color should not be an issue when it comes to the innocence part of it. Because if you're human, you're human. If you're in jail for a crime you didn't commit, I don't care if you're pink, yellow, brown, or green, you shouldn't be in there. But let's be real. Let's be realist. Huh? Let's be realist. A lot of our men, our black men, are in jail because of the things that they did, but they shouldn't be in there for 20 years. You shouldn't be in there 20 years for a nonviolent crime. You shouldn't be in there for 20 years. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about that. So, back to the Life and New Beginnings Community Church. We are going to be a church, or we are a church, not going to be. We are a church that believes that everybody can have the same thing. We are here to uplift each other. We are here to learn about the things that you are interested in learning about. We're not going to do a series on Moses if you ain't interested in learning about a series on Moses. We are not going to do Resurrection Sunday if that's not what you interest you. So the church will be based out of Dallas. That's where I'm at. The first location will be based out of Dallas. I'm looking, once we expand, I'm looking to have satellite churches around the country. And understand me, a church doesn't have to be a 12,000 square foot building. A church could be you and 2 of your friends in the living room. A church can be 15 of y'all in the room at a YMCA. That's what the church could be. So we will expand it, but everybody will follow the doctrine that has been set forth. And I'm looking for founding members of the church. So I told the people here that's interested, I said, look, we lost a lot of people we lost a lot of people on YouTube and Facebook, but that's fine. Listen. I had told the people who are interested in here, no. I'm talking about, it's funny because when I started talking about church, we lost a lot of people, and that's fine. Guess what? Whoever needs to hear it is going to hear it. I told the people who are interested in starting the church with me that just give me to after tax season, which is about to wrap up, and we was going to go ahead and get this started. And understand this to say that. Understand this to say that. Come on, Dallas. Friend, I'm gonna let you have it. I don't want to. We're gonna let you have it. I don't want to block you, because I think your opinion. Listen, I think your opinion is your opinion, and that's fine. I don't want to block you, but I'm gonna let you have it, okay? Because I feel like you need to get that out. I'm not gonna. It don't take the. I don't let nobody get my blood pressure up. But let me say this about the church. Y'all listen. I am not going to become. People were like, "Oh, well, if you're doing a church, are you about to become like holier than thou?" No, not at all. I am a real person. I tell people, I said, you don't have to worry about. Listen, you don't have to worry about a scandal with Coach Misty, or what we call it, Pastor Coach Misty. You don't have to worry about a scandal with Coach Misty, because I am who I am, and I want you to be who you want to be. You see what I'm saying? I want you to be who you want to be. What we will be is free of scandal. What we will be is very transparent. You hear what I'm saying? We will have on our church t-shirts and still go to bingo. Hell, I might even have bingo. We will have on our church t-shirts and still go to the casino. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop who I am, being who I am, as long as I'm not hurting anybody, as long as I'm not even hurting anybody. Linda, Linda, send me $1 with your phone number. Send me $1 with your phone number, Linda. If I'm not hurting anybody or misleading anybody, that's fine. But we're going to do church the way we want to do church. And that's just that. Because one thing I know for sure, two things I know for certain, God loves me just the way I am. Right? You going to the casino, friend? God loves me just the way I am. God allows me to use my gift. And this is nothing but God. Allows me to use my gift and still be Misty. And God is going to allow you to use your gift and still be you. We ain't judging nobody. Okay? We up here. We all gonna get to it. I want us to all be better. All right. So anyway, we'll talk about the church later on. Let's go ahead and manifest, y'all. Yeah, and be blessed. Yeah. Listen, let's talk. Let's go ahead and I ain't got time for that. I ain't gotta be time to condemning people. And then as soon as you up here condemning somebody, and then they do a whole documentary on you. Okay, because you up here doing everything that you told other people not to do. I ain't got time to tell you what not to do, because hell, I probably do it too. Now I will be an example on certain things. I want to maintain your peace and prosperity. We looking for peace, prosperity, and protection. That's what we doing at the church. Peace, prosperity, and protection. Okay? That's it. That's all. You want to go do something stupid? Let us pray over you before you go do it. And sister, we hope you make it back. You sent a question for 10. Okay, well, friend, if you sent a question, make sure you text it to me. So if you bought a question on my link tree, you got to text the question to me. That's what the instructions say. And you got to give me up to 72 hours for me to answer it. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Don't make me tap the brow on your ass. Okay. With a smile and cuss you out at the same time. In Jesus' name. All right. Let's go ahead and manifest. Ready? I want you to manifest. Yeah, peace, prosperity, and protection. That's what we're doing. Let's manifest. I want you to manifest whatever it is that you want. Let's manifest whatever it is that you want, honey bun. Whatever it is. Ready? We're going to breathe in, breathe out 3 times. On the third one, I'm going to tell you to hold it. I need you to see whatever it is that you're asking God for today. Understand that manifestation requires faith, action, and letting go. So we got to have faith, you got to take action, and you got to be able to let it go. You cannot ask God for something and be scared that it's not coming to you. That's not exhibiting faith. So you got to have the art of letting go. Ready? Let's go ahead. Breathe in, breathe out. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Third one, breathe in, hold it. I need you to see it, believe it, and know it, and release. On the count of 3, I want you to manifest for me. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, I almost got lightheaded on that one. Listen, thank you to everybody who watched me on Facebook and YouTube. Remember to share this with somebody. It might change their lives. And you can catch me tonight live with Spiritually Ratchet, baby. Live with Spiritually Ratchet, honey.